I want to talk to you today about the words that you're using, because you are literally speaking your reality into existence. You're literally speaking your reality into existence. The power of words is absolutely incredible, and it comes through in the religious texts throughout the ages. The ancient texts say it, right? First there was the Word, and the Word was God, right? First was the Word was God. And and then God said, let there be light, and there was light. And God said this and that, and it appeared, right? God spoke everything into existence, right? So you're speaking your reality into existence. You look at the Eastern philosophers and say, first it was the sound, and the sound was Om, right? Sound vibration. Sound vibration creates. It creates. It gets sent out in front of you, and when you get to it, something has been created. Sounds maybe esoteric or something, and it is a bit, but it's real. It's real. You can see it in yourself. Someone can say one word to you, one sentence to you, and it can either make you feel amazing, or want to take action and be inspired, or it can be like a punch in the guts. It can totally demotivate you and want you to do nothing, or it can call you into action. It can make you angry. Someone say a few words, it can make you angry, and you do some crazy act or something. Or someone can say a few words, and then you feel this appreciation for the person, where you want to then do something for them. Or maybe more intimate, someone can say a few words, and you get completely aroused. Or someone can say a few words, and you get completely turned off. And that's how words affect the body. It affects our nervous system. So it affects our different nervous systems, right? Sympathetic, parasympathetic, autonomic. Gets affected by the words that we say and that others say to us as well. So you've got to be careful what you say to people. The words are affecting them. So what are you saying to other people? What are you saying to them? What are you saying to yourself? The words that you're saying to yourself, that's affecting you. So if you want to change your life in some way, you want to change yourself, you want to change anything, you've got to change your words, right? To change your words, you've got to start to change your thinking, right? You've got to start to think differently, to say different things. Yeah? But it starts with awareness, because we're all programmed, we're all wired. Why do you do the things you do? Because that's the way you're wired. That's why you do the things that you do, because you're wired that way. It's as simple as that. It takes a judgment completely out of the equation. Judgments of yourself, judgments of others. Well, why do they do that to me? Why does such do this? Why do they conflict with my values? What's important to me, my ethical standpoint? Why do they conflict with me? It's because how they're wired. That's why. It's because of the parents they were born to, the environment they grew up in, the teachers they had that said this certain thing to them, the certain program they see on TV that day, that traumatic experience that they had, and they associated with something else and gave this meaning to it. Boom, 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 you go through life, and then you're wired a certain way. Don't beat yourself up about it. It's just the way you're wired. And don't beat anyone else up. It's just the way they're wired. Unless they're attacking you, then maybe you can beat them up, right? In the moment. But that's the way it is, right? So is there any way out of this? Is there any way out of this? So, well, it's not like we're disempowered. It's not like, well, we can't do anything because we're just wired a certain way. No, we have awareness, right? And you're watching this right now, and you're getting some awareness from it. You're getting some awareness. You're going, oh, right. I do the things I do because I'm wired that way. Then other people do the things they do because they're wired that way. There's no need to feel resentment to anyone, or animosity, or anything. It's just the way they're wired, right? Another word for saying that it's just the way they're programmed. Just the way they're programmed. Just the way they're wired. But you can change your wiring. Here's where the empowerment comes in, right? The empowerment comes in when you go, okay, I can change my wiring. You know, you're wired a certain way, but then you have consciousness, and you can at times come out of the program a bit and have a look at it and go, okay, well, there's the program that I'm in. I've been programmed a certain way, I've been wired a certain way, but also, and that creates my habitual actions that I take every day. But I can actually come out of that. And this is where, like, the likes of meditation, that's why meditation is so important, where this can come in, where you can actually step out of it and actually see the wiring, you know, see the programming, how you've been programmed. This sort of contemplation and just solitude, being by yourself, walking in the forest, whatever you want to do, and just to think about your life and think about yourself, and think about, you know, why do you do the things you do, and decide, you know, do I want to change it? Do I want a different life? Do I want to upgrade the wiring? Do I want to upgrade my programming? You know, because that's what you do when you have consciousness of the way you're wired. You go, okay, well, you've got to be wired some way, because that's how you operate on the third dimensional plane. If there's no programming, you actually can't operate here. You know, you just can't do anything. You might just like lie there in bliss, but you won't actually do anything. You know, so you got to be wired. You know, you got to be wired. You got to be programmed to be able to operate in this reality that we seem to be in, right? But you can upgrade. You can change it if you're not happy with it, or if you're not content with it, or you just go, okay, well, I want to change things. And you do actually want to be consistently upgrading, because if you're not consistently upgrading yourself, you're going to be automatically downgraded. That's the thing. So to consistently upgrade yourself, you can input programs that will actually continue to upgrade yourself, and that is asking the right questions. You can input the program of you know, how can I learn and grow from this? And anytime something happens in your life, how can I learn and grow from this? That will start to continue upgrade. Continue to upgrade yourself from any situation that happens, because while we seem to have free will, and while we seem to be able to create our own reality, there are also greater things at work that happen as well. Because, as you know, some people might see me saying, well, look, you know, you create your own reality, you speak your future into existence, and that is true from one from one paradigm, from one perspective. But then people say, well, you know, well, what about all the what about all the Jews in the Second World War? Did they all speak themselves into these concentration camps? And this is where you can get tangled up and things like that. And it's like, well, not exactly, not exactly, but the people that were wired a certain way might have survived through it, and other people didn't, right? You know, that you know, it was like Viktor Frankl, who wrote the book Man's Search for Meaning. You know, he was in the concentration camps, and he decided to give being in a concentration camp a different meaning than a lot of people. And he was, I think, 1 in 18 people that went into concentration camp in Nazi Germany survived. 1 in 18, and he was one of those people. And he interviewed dozens of other people who had survived them, and he found that they all had very similar thinking. They all were thinking of the future in a different way. They didn't see that as their lot, as the end for them. They said, look, I'm going to live through this. I'm going to get through this, so I can tell future generations about this, so this never happens again. Right? So I'm not going to get this into some sort of political, Jewish, whatever sort of talk. But just to give you some examples of you will find yourselves in situations where you go, I didn't create this, and no, you didn't. But it's through your programming is how you will deal with it. How you will deal with the events when they happen is from your programming. And if you're not continually upgrading your programming, when those events happen, then you won't be able to handle them very well. But if you're continually upgrading your programming, then you will be able to handle them much better. So speak your world into existence. What do you want? What do you want to happen? Not what you don't want to happen. Not what, if you start making up excuses, what stops you is the excuses. Well, this is the reason I can't do this. That's the reason. if it's within the realm of physics, let's say, if it's within the realm of physics, there's no such thing as can't. There's no such thing as can't if it's in the realm of physics. No, you can't jump from here and land on the moon. Probably not. You know, the laws of probability are really stacked against you. Is it possible? I don't know. But the laws of probability are hugely stacked against you mathematically, right? So as long as it's in the realms of physics, can't doesn't exist, right? When you say you can't, that's an excuse in there, right? So what's going to stop? The excuses are going to stop you, and the excuses come into not taking responsibility, blaming others, things like that, right? So if you get rid of all that, get rid of all the excuses, all the blaming and all the dramas and stuff like that, and then you go, okay, I'm just going to speak my reality into existence. You know, if you have a problem, you want a solution for your problem. Okay, whatever your problem is, here's the solution. The solution is to be grateful and appreciative in the moment, no matter what the problem is. Go, okay, well, what's great about this? What's great about this? What's great about this? Keep asking that question until you actually, what can I be appreciative about this? Find the balance, and find as many things as possible to be grateful about whatever's going on in your life at the moment. And once you get to that point, then you can just focus on your vision, right? Get to the place of gratitude and appreciation, and then focus on your vision. And that is a solution to most problems in the world, right? Most problems that individuals have in the world, that individuals have, and individuals make up the collective, right? So you want an end to your problems. Well, there's never an end to problems. You just get better problems as you continue to upgrade your hardware, right? So that's the importance of words, and that's how you start to speak your reality into existence. Be grateful and appreciative in the present moment. Focus on your vision, and just say, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm in the process of doing right now, this is who I am, and focus on that, right? Instead of, the reason I can't do that is because, it's because of where I live geographically, or it's because of how, my father or mother did this to me, or, my uncle did that, or this traumatic thing happened to me when I was younger, or we couldn't afford to go to the right schools when I was younger, or, all those are excuses. And those are the words that you're creating, and you're saying, so next year it doesn't look very good for me. My prospects are bleak because this is happening in the economy and da 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 da. And the person who's speaking like that is speaking their future into existence, and they're creating the reality through those words. And you can just change it like that, right? Just like that, and you can just start saying, okay, forget about all that stuff. All that baggage. What can I be grateful about right now? Right? And get to that place of gratitude, and then just say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is my future. This is what I desire. This is what I want. This is what I choose. This is what I love to do. And this is what I'm going to start to do. There's my vision. And here's the daily actions that I'll take every day to start to create that vision in my life. And that's as simple as that. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful for you. So remember to like and subscribe, and leave your comments. And if you have a question that you want me to answer, anything at all, like I said, please write it in the comments or send me a message on Facebook. But remember, before you send me a message on Facebook, remember to send me a friend request first, because otherwise it goes in my others folder. I don't know who will see that. So facebook.com/transformation guys. Send me a message, or just write it in the comments below. I'd prefer that, actually, unless you don't want to be known or something. Okay, thanks for watching, and see you next time.